Hey guys, and welcome to day 6 of the Rediscover the Joy challenge. Today I want to do a little DIY with you guys that is super simple. I promise you, super simple. The materials you need for it are very easy to get, very inexpensive because, like I said before, I'm all about that inexpensive joy. And I actually made these as gifts as well for my aunts one year. I do special aunt gifts like for all my aunts every year that I hand make something usually. And I had done these one year and they all absolutely loved them. And I also have my own, which I will be showing you, and then also showing you how to make them. But what are they, you ask? Well, they are Christmas card holders, and they're a very easy way to do it. And if you're saying to yourself, I don't get enough Christmas cards to hang anywhere, so I don't need this, there's a second part to this little challenge here, and it is about sending Christmas cards. And okay, so here's what I wanted to say about it, because I know like there are people, like a lot of times people don't send cards like that anymore, and I think that is like an art, or not an art, but just something that has been kind of lost. And I think it's really sad, but part of it is, you know, if you don't send cards, you typically don't get many either. I have found when I send more cards, I receive more cards, and it's just like joy all the way around because I'm sending joy to people and they're also sending joy back to me. And I think that is a very easy way to share and spread joy. But I also don't mean by buying a box of cards and just writing love, your name, or your family's, your last name. I mean sending cards with true meaning. And I know that sometimes you don't have a ton of time, but if you take every day and write out one card and just put some sort of personal message in it, it doesn't have to be long, anything like that, but something that shows that you actually took the time to make it personal for the person you're sending it to, I think that goes a long way. And I think that is so much more enjoyable for the person who receives it, because it's like, not like, oh, I must have been on their Christmas card list that they cranked out these cards to, like mass send, There's something so much more special about somebody leaving some sort of little personal message to you. And I don't mean like, hope your family's holidays are great and blah, blah. I mean something actually personal, like saying, if it's somebody who had a hard time this year, I know this year was rough for you and I want you to know you're being thought of, and praying that the following year is better for you, or something like that. Something that just gives a little bit of, like, shows that you care enough to pay attention to their life. Like, say, someone bought a new home. Say, so excited for, this was an exciting year for you guys with your new home. I'm so happy for you. I hope you enjoy your holidays in your new home, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just giving general kind of ideas. But something that shows that you like put thought into sending the card, I think goes a long way. And that is a very small thing to write. It's not like it's going to take a ton of time, but it's just something that gives people a little bit of like, oh, well, that was really nice. Like, that you actually thought about them, not just, oh, they're on my list, I better send them a card. See what I'm saying? I guarantee, like, if you get a card in the mail that just says, love the Gerstenbergers, if I were writing a card, and be like, oh, that was nice of her to send that. But if I said, say you're another creator, like, I love the looks you've done this year, I watched your channel grow and I'm excited for you, can't wait to see what the upcoming year holds for you. Something like that, like, they're like, oh, how nice, like, she, like, is talking about something that's important to me. So that is what I mean by doing that. So today's challenge is I would love for you guys to do this little DIY and make it one for yourself, maybe make them for gifts. But the flip side of that is you want something to be able to hang from this card holder. And so if you send cards, I guarantee you will receive cards. And so this is a great way to be able to share joy with other people and receive that joy back. And I love, and I'll end up showing you guys a picture when my card holders get full. I have them hanging all around like my basement door in my kitchen, and then I start taping them to my basement door because I get like so many, because I love to send cards and I receive them and it brings me so much joy. I absolutely love it. And to look at that and see all these people who took the time to send, I'm doing it like around my door, to see all these people who took the time to send my family or myself a card brings me so much joy. And it's such a simple, inexpensive joy to be able to give and receive. So I hope that you guys will enjoy today's challenge. I hope that you will enjoy the DIY. And if you do it, please let me know that you did it. And share with me, same thing, if you want to share on Instagram, like, oh, I did this DIY, you know, and tag me at DanielleG78. It's always down in the description box. I would love to see what you guys do. Like, I think that would be really fun. And also, take the time to send those cards to people. Think of people who maybe you haven't talked to in a long time, or who are elderly, or you know, don't have family, or maybe had something really hard happen to them this year, or something really exciting, that you can send cards to celebrate with people. You can send cards to share your love and concern with people, and just something to bring joy to people. So I hope that you guys will do that. That will help you rediscover joy while you give joy to others. That is the best way to do it. I swear. I swear. And I can't wait to hear. So for today's entry into the giveaway, you must like the video, please. Have your subscriptions public, which will be down in the description box. And also, I want your comment to be, tell me if you usually send Christmas cards. Tell me if you receive or send more Christmas cards. That's what I want to know. Do you end up receiving more Christmas cards at Christmas time, or do you send more than you receive? So it'll be interesting to hear. I'm interested in hearing. And see if there's a correlation between how many you send and how many you receive. Like, if you're somebody who sends a bunch and gets a bunch back, like, maybe it's equal. Maybe tell me, like, I send a lot and I get a lot back as well. Or if you're someone who's like, I don't really send any, I don't really receive a lot either, you know, kind of thing. Just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So that is what today's challenge is. Watch now for the DIY, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to make this super simple, super cute little card holder that you might want to give as a gift too. I actually gave them to all my aunts one year. I think I mentioned that in the video. But what you're going to need is some wooden clothespins. I just got this 50 pack from Walmart. They were super cheap, so you can grab those. A ball or whatever this is of like twine. This is super cheap as well. You can find it at like any craft kind of store. You're gonna need some Mod Podge. I know that you can get this at Dollar Tree and any kind of craft store also. And then these little, I love these little foam brushes for these types of projects, like when I'm using Mod Podge. I know I got a pack of 6 of like a couple different sizes from Hobby Lobby that was like $1.99, so super cheap. And then a pair of scissors and a pen and some kind of cardstock, whatever you want. I do suggest using cardstock that has small print, because you have to remember you're putting it on a clothespin, so you're going to lose a lot of the print. So if it's something big, you won't even be able to tell what it is. So colorful or small print is best. And then I just have a napkin here so that when I am setting down my brush, I'm not setting my Mod Podge covered brush down on the table. So we're going to go ahead, and you guys, this is so simple, it's ridiculous. You're just going to take your cardstock, you're going to take a clothespin, and you're just going to start very roughly tracing out. Okay, once you have your shapes traced out, you're going to go ahead and just cut them out. Okay, and now remember, when you traced, you're tracing with this on top. Well, you don't want it to actually overlap the sides, so you can just go ahead and trim this down just a little bit all the way around. And that way it will fit better on your actual clothespin. And once you've got it like you want it to fit on your clothespin, you're just going to go ahead and get yourself some Mod Podge onto your little foam brush here. And you're gonna just wipe it on top of the clothespin. And just stick that right on top. And just push it down. Now also, I forgot to mention, there are different types of Mod Podge finishes. This one happens to be a gloss finish, which I really like, but they do have matte, there's glitter ones, so you can choose what you would like. And then once that's on there, I'm going to put some more on my brush. And then I'm just going to go ahead and run that over the top of it. Make sure you get all the way to the edges. That will help seal this on top. And then just make sure you have, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just, you know, your kind of brush strokes or whatever in one direction, because it will dry clear, but you can sometimes see if it's all haphazard. So then we'll just let that sit to dry and go ahead and do some more. Okay, so as you can see, this one is drying. It's most of the way dry, so it's clear after the glue dries as opposed to when you first put it on. And these all kind of turned out a little bit different, just depending on where the, you know, pattern fell where we cut it. So, you know, it's just kind of cute to have all different. I'll show you the ones that I made a few years ago to give you an idea of what I did then. These ones I did with more Christmassy colors. So that's kind of the ones that I made for everybody a few years ago. It really doesn't matter what you do, and they don't have to be perfect. Like you will notice, like say this one stops a little short compared to this one goes, you know, the full length. You're not going to notice that when your cards are hanging up there. It just makes it cuter than regular, you know, plain old brown clothespins to hang up your cards. And so then what you're going to do, you're going to cut just a very long length, because you want to make sure, you got to think about how the space between cards, whether you're hanging them long ways or sideways, depending on the size of the card, you want to make sure that they don't overlap so much that you won't be able to see the card. So you want a really long piece that then you will attach. It's from our insurance company, exciting. To basically just what you're going to do is open up your card. You can do it either way. You can either have the, you know, string on the back if you want to be able to read it, but a lot of times I just go ahead and so put it inside and just took your little clothespin like that, and then your cards will all just hang like so. And like I said, or if they go the other way where it's you know, downward, then I might keep the string out. You can do it either way, in or out, it doesn't really matter. So that is, sorry, it's different when it's hanging on the wall. I hang mine down the sides of my door to my basement. So, and then I sometimes stick ones on my door too if I don't have enough space on my hangers. But it's just a really cute way to display your Christmas cards. And I think it's a really cute thing to give as a gift too. I know my aunts all appreciated it, and I see them hanging in their homes every year with their Christmas cards hanging on them. So I just thought that might be a fun, easy thing to show you guys to be able to make, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you decide to make this, and because I would love to hear and see if it was something that you thought would be useful and fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.